Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Grade 10. Start the infographic below showing overpopulation in South Africa and answer the questions that follow. Let's go through the extract so that we can have an idea of what this is all about. That is your 1.4. Oh, I'm moving. Okay. Overpopulation is the state whereby the human population rises to an extent exceeding the carrying capacity of the ecological setting. In an overpopulated environment, the numbers of people might be more than the available essential materials for survival, such as transport, water, shelter, food, and social amenities. This regularly contributes to environmental deterioration, worsening the quality of life, even the disintegration of the population. South Africa population has been growing fast despite being hit by the HIV pandemic in the 1990 and COVID pandemic recently. The decline in the mortality rates, medical breakthroughs, increased birth rates, population will always increase and eventually give rise to overpopulation. So this is what we have, okay? This is what we have. It's an infographic. We also have this, which actually shows the total population, what are the projections, and so on and so on. So we don't want to waste much time. We want just going straight to the question, okay? What is South Africa estimated population in 2023? This is 2023. Okay? We are looking at here in terms of numbers. So we are looking at 60 million or above. 60 million or above. That's what we are looking at here. That is your answer there. Identify two pandemics from the infographic that have affected South African population recently. We are talking about HIV and COVID. Here we are talking about COVID-19. We are talking about HIV and AIDS. Okay, we are saying there is what HIV, AIDS, and COVID. Those are the two pandemics that have affected South Africa in the recent history. Okay. Then explain how the pandemics identified 1.4 have affected the life expectancy in South Africa. So life expectancy is the average age that people are expected to live. So it means that because of these two, what has happened as a result of the pandemic, 1.4.3, the life expectancy of South Africa has decreased due to HIV and the pandemic because people were dying at a younger age because they're being exposed to HIV and COVID. So it means life expectancy in South Africa has decreased. It has decreased. How it is affected, it has decreased. Okay, that's basically what we are talking about. It has decreased because of HIV, AIDS, and the COVID-19. Account for the continued increase in South Africa's population despite the two pandemics. What is the reason for the increase in population in South Africa despite the pandemics? That is 1.4.4. There is a decline in mortality rate, death rate. There are medical breakthroughs. You can see. What else? There are medical breakthroughs that are there. Access to hospitals and clinics, which means this has helped in reducing, increasing the population because people now, they get cures, they get help so that at least we maintain the life expectancy. Okay. What else? Increase in birth rates. Okay. There's low rates of contraceptive use. Immigrants are also contributing, flocking into South Africa. So this in itself has also increased the population in South Africa. Okay. Then discuss two negative impacts that rapid increase in population have on the natural resource. Okay. So we are saying now when you look at the population and the resources, like I've said, the population grows at a faster rate as compared to the resource. So we end up having the problem of overpopulation because the resources, that is, they cannot support the continuing higher population. The population, what it does, it grows at a faster rate, or what we call the geometric ratio, and our resources got at an arithmetic ratio, which means it grows at a slower pace. So at some point, the population will end up giving more pressure on the available resources. Okay. So we want to know the negative impacts that the rapid increase in population have on the natural resources of South Africa. 1.4.5. Resources are overexploited or depleted. So it results in the depletion of natural resources. The farmlands are shrinking. Forests are shrinking. There's a problem of water scarcity. There's loss of habitat. There's overexploitation of natural resources. It can also result in what we call land degradation. So these are some of the things that you can actually talk about. Suggest any two strategies that can be put in place to manage the population growth in South Africa. What can we do to put the population growth in South Africa? We can adopt like the China one-child policy. That's what we can do. Government policy. We can actually implement government policy, maybe by adopting like the policy that was implemented by the Chinese, the one-child policy, in order to reduce the population growth. We can also make sure that we avail contraceptives. Availing of contraceptives, making them more accessible. It also reduces population growth. We can also enforce greater control over immigration, limiting the number of people entering South Africa, border patrolling, making sure that there's policing, so that we reduce the illegal immigrants, so that also we control the number of people that are coming into South Africa as well. We can educate people about contraceptive, both men and women, so in a way it will contribute to a reduction in population growth. So this is what we can do in as far as this concept is concerned. So boys and girls, this takes us to the end of our question about overpopulation. Please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like and share as well. This takes us to the end of 1.4.